We're about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter. Archer. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Archer. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Archer. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or too short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 3rd.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
On the ball.
On 2nd down, Sears. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. The Dolphins at 12-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sears, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Sears, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Archer. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. They'll run on first down. Archer. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Archer. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction. It's 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Archer. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Archer. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, Sears. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On first down, Sears, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Sears.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Complete to number 18. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive here to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Okay,
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Archer, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Hill to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Murphy. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Archer, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Tanner Muse drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Archer. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
They'll run on 1st down. Archer. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins 3.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, great.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 2nd down now, Sears.
104 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. And I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On first down, Sears, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sears, and he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Yellow blue. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that led.